Many fell dead, others injured in Niger tanker fire. Petrol pump price surges to 1,150 after Dangote hike. Nasarawa court remands gospel singer caught with core members severed head. Israeli says 737 prisoners to be freed in first phase of Gaza truce deal. Hello, welcome to the news update on Trust TV. My name is Hawa Gambo. Thank you for joining us. An undisclosed number of people have lost their lives after two tankers caught fire at Diko Junction located along the Abuja-Kaduna Highway in Niger State. Locals said a tanker conveying PMS lost control and veered off the road around 8 a.m. A resident, Abubakar Hussaini, said while many youths stormed the scene and started scooping the contents into jerry cans, another tanker arrived at the scene to upload the content from the affected tanker. Hussaini added that in the process, both tankers caught fire and killed many people there. He said the incident also affected many passers-by as well as visitors to the Diko weekly Saturday market, which is not far from the scene of the incident. The pump prices of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, have risen to between 1,050 naira and 1,150 naira per litre, depending on the area of purchase, following the hike in the cost of the commodity by the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and various depot owners. Dealers confirmed that the PMS prices will continue to rise since the major component in fuel production, crude oil, has been on the upward swing lately. The national president of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Festus Osifo, earlier alluded to this when he pointed out that petrol prices might soon rise if the cost of crude oil continues to increase. On Friday, there was an upward adjustment in the price of petrol produced by the Dangote Petrochemical Refinery. The $20 billion plant raised its PMS from 899 naira per litre to 955 naira per litre at its lows in gantry. The refinery, in an email statement sent to its customers and obtained by one of our correspondents, said its refined products will now be priced at the new cost. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Ekpe, has announced that the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority and the Presidential Committee on CNG Initiatives are working to implement stringent safety measures to prevent future explosions. The announcement came during the presentation of the ministry's 2025 budget of 4.25 billion naira to the National Assembly's Joint Committee on the Petroleum Upstream. Here's the full report.
During this session, lawmakers raised critical questions about the safety and reach of the compressed natural gas program. Senator Natasha Akpoti from Kogi Central emphasized the urgency of addressing safety concerns following recent reports of explosions and praised the ministry on existing safety protocols.
That Mr. President has a vision to ensure that the CNG program, gets to the grassroots. I want to find out, in your collaboration with stakeholders, for the conversion of vehicles to dual fuel or to LPG CNG, how much impact do you think you have been able to make in terms of percentage on Nigerians?
I would like to know, do we actually have programs? Are you conducting research? Because the explosions are actually quite many, and that has endangered life and properties.
Ekpe reassured lawmakers of the ministry's commitment to enhancing safety standards, citing the ongoing collaboration with NMDPRA and the CNG Committee as a cornerstone of these efforts. Senator Victor Ume of Anambra Central sought clarification on when the gas pipeline infrastructure project would extend to southern Nigeria, highlighting the need for equitable access across the regions.
On what is happening to the midstream and downstream gas infrastructure fund, which have been fixed in various banks. I would like us to tell us what has happened to those funds and interest that have accrued in fixing those funds in various banks.
involve the NMDPRA, the regulator, the standard organization, to liaise with the presidential initiative and ensure that for the installation of the equipment in the vehicle, in the conversion, it should be certified centers. So far, our investigation has shown that those ones that you have explosion has been done by illegal outfit, which we are working on making sure that they don't operate. So we are really on it.
Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Henneken Lokobiri, also provided insights into the broader energy initiatives under the ministry's purview.
The time has come for us to take our own destiny in our own hands. And what Nigeria does is to provide leadership for the rest of Africa. As Africans, we have agreed that, look, first of all, let us explore the resources we have, both oil and gas, to first of all get energy security before we talk about transition. After all, we are victims. We are not culprits. The emissions we're talking about, if out of 100% emissions, we as a continent constitute only 3%. When one country in Europe, UK, constitute 4.8%. It would be wrong for us to be talking about energy transition when we don't even have energy security.
In his closing remarks, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Petroleum Resources, Jarigbe Agom Jarigbe, adjourned the session, assuring the ministry that the committee would deliberate on the budget and provide feedback on due course.
The wife of retired Assistant Inspector General of Police Hakeem Odumosu has been kidnapped from her residence in the Arepo area of Ogun State. The Ogun State Police Command Public Relations Officer Omolola Odutola confirmed the incident in Abeokuta, the state capital. The kidnappers stormed the residence located in the Arepo area of Obafemi Owode local government area of the state in a coordinated attack, leaving the community in shock and despair. Odutola said the victim was about to enter her home when her Lexus Jeep was accosted. She added that Odumosu was dragged out of the car and taken through a swampy area to an unknown location. The quiet farming community of Ilewo Orile in Abeokuta North local government area of Ogun State was thrown into mourning on Wednesday after a 29-year-old mother of one, Gloria Peter Ajine, was brutally murdered while harvesting vegetables on her farm. Gloria, described by her family as a hardworking and devoted woman, had gone to her farm that afternoon to gather vegetables in preparation for the market day on 16 January. Tragically, she never returned home. The family revealed that Gloria was found hours later on her farm lying lifeless in a pool of blood. The assailants, who remained unidentified, had attacked her in what they described as a cold-blooded manner. The Ogun State Police is yet to react to the incident. A Nasarawa State High Court has ordered the remand of an acclaimed gospel singer Timileyin Ajayi, who was caught with the severed head of her National Youth Service Corps member Salome Adaidu. The remand was contained in a short statement posted on the X page of the Nasarawa State Police Command on Friday. According to the statement, the suspect was arraigned pending his formal arraignment. Ajayi was arrested by churchgoers for allegedly killing and dismembering Adaidu for suspected ritual purposes. The church's Bible study teacher and General Secretary Caleb Umaru had explained that a member noticed Ajayi acting suspiciously near a river. He claimed that the said member alerted others when Ajayi threw a bag into the river, which was later retrieved and found to contain his girlfriend's severed head.
Being the 17th January 2025, we have filed a one-count charge of culpable homicide, punishable with death, against the defendant, Mr. Ajayi. Now we await for assignment, because it's only the chief judge that can assign the charge to a trial court. So when the charge is assigned, the date for arraignment will be communicated to you.
Because Salome, she came to my house day for yesterday. So when she came, she did something. She was chatting with a boy, a guy. So I saw the chat on her phone. told her give me the phone. She refused. That was how the whole thing started. She refused to give me the phone. That was how the whole thing started. And in the process of collecting the phone from her, she was now trying to use weapon on me. This is where she used all the weapons on me. All these things were done by her. In the process of all these things were done by her. My process of revenging. That's when I stabbed her neck.
Justices Halima Saliman and Mahmoud Abdul Ghaffar of the Kwara State High Court in Ilorin have convicted and sentenced 6 individuals for fraud-related offences. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission revealed this in a statement on its official X handle on Saturday. The convicts include Akingbe Mitemitope Oluwaseyi, Ajayi Elijah Olaoluwa, Samson Babatunde Ilesami, Kadri Olamilekan Lamidi, Kolawale Kayende Moses, and Olatunji Elijah Olabisi. According to the EFCC, the individuals were persecuted by its Ilorin Zonal Directorate of various charges including retention of proceeds of criminal activities, cheating, impersonation, and internet fraud. Operatives of the Benin Zonal Directorate of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) have arrested 25 suspected internet fraudsters in an alleged cybercrime training center in Benin City, Edo State. A statement by the Commission on Friday said the suspects were arrested on Thursday. The EFCC said the suspects arrested at their hideout were triggered by credible intelligence that indicated the apartment was being used as a Yahoo Academy or training school for internet-related fraud and other fraudulent activities. Items recovered from the suspects include 6 exotic cars, laptops, and phones. The statement said the suspects will be charged to court as soon as investigations are concluded. And now moving to other stories. In Kaduna State, a young innovator, Shamsuddin Jibril, has created a drone capable of detecting crop diseases and spraying pesticides on farmlands. This invention aims to combat the persistent challenge of poor harvest caused by crop diseases, providing a potential solution to enhance food security in Nigeria. Here's the report.
Kaduna, the 8th largest city in northern Nigeria and the 3rd most populous in the country, relies heavily on agriculture, particularly cotton and groundnut production. It is also home to 24-year-old Shamsuddin Jibril, a young inventor whose ingenuity has bettered a drone designed to detect crop diseases and perform essential farming tasks. The drone scans farmland and transmits data to a smartphone, identifying crop diseases, suggesting treatments, and providing preventive measures. Constructed using locally sourced materials, the device can operate for an hour without technical issues. Shamsuddin's innovation was driven by the devastation caused by crop losses in previous farming seasons, which inspired him to create a solution to help farmers improve their yields.
On that app, it will show you the symptom of that and the treatment that you should do for that farm. And also it will tell you how the chemical you're supposed to use. Maybe, there's different type of chemical, a seed defesticide or for the gas or insecticide for the insect.
Beyond the security crisis in northern Nigeria, pest infestations account for nearly 80% of crop destruction, leading to widespread food shortages and inflation across the country. Farmers in Kaduna see Shamsuddin's drone as a promising alternative to combat these challenges, but they stress that support is crucial to fully realize its potential.
Zai babu mafa abu babu wannan dole za a sha wahala gaban ma ai.
If such support is not provided, one will suffer, because looking at his innovation, it will really help. We have suffered crop losses, like some of my colleagues didn't harvest much last year.
A matsaloli musamman na kwari
Among these pests, grasshopper is much better, but there is a certain pest that consumes ripe crops. If government can support this innovation and makes it affordable for us, we will be happy.
If properly supported, this innovation could revolutionize food security, improve farmers' knowledge of crop disease management, and significantly enhance agricultural productivity. Until then, Shamsuddin awaits the support needed to harness and scale his creation.
The Katsina State government has taken a decisive step to strengthen its healthcare sector with the approval of over 700 million naira for critical upgrades. These include the renovation and expansion of the Katsina School of Nursing and the procurement of 34 ultrasound scanning machines to be distributed across the state. The report.
The Commissioner of Health, Musa Adamu Funtua, announced the Council's approval for the procurement of 34 ultrasound scanning machines. These machines will be distributed to comprehensive health care centers across the 34 local government areas. He noted that the new machines would ease the burden of transporting pregnant women to general hospitals for scans, ensuring quicker access to diagnostic services within local communities.
Purposely, that justification of 294 million, 100,000 being approved again by the council is justification of spending public funds for the purpose of public use, in the sense that problem identification and governance and mission. That's governance, that's leadership.
According to Musa Adamu Funtua, one health care facility in each local government area has been designated to benefit from this initiative, marking a significant step towards decentralizing healthcare services in the state. In addition, Umar Mamada, the special advisor to the governor on health tertiary institutions, highlighted the council's approval of 413.5 million naira for the first phase of the renovation and expansion of the Katsina School of Nursing. The special advisor on health tertiary institutions said the renovation will cover both the Katsina and Malumfashi campuses, enabling increased student enrollment and strengthening the capacity of the schools to train more healthcare professionals. The briefing concluded with a call for continued media support in promoting the government's healthcare policies and programs.
Now in business, the Naira extended its appreciation against the dollar at the official market to end the week on a positive note on Friday. This comes as FMDQ data showed that the Naira gained at 1,547 Naira 58 kobo against the dollar on Friday from 1,548 Naira 47 kobo exchanged on Thursday. This showed an 89 kobo improvement against the dollar on Friday. Meanwhile, at the black market, the Naira remained unchanged at 1,680 Naira per dollar on Friday, the same exchange rate as on Thursday. In the last 6 days, the Naira has recorded mixed sentiments of gains and losses against the dollar and indeed other foreign currencies. The Naira started the week on Monday, 13th January 2025 at 1,548 Naira 89 kobo and 1,667 Naira per dollar at the official market, but closed at 1,547 Naira 58 kobo and 1,680 Naira per dollar in the black market. Away from Nigeria, Israel's Justice Ministry has said 737 prisoners and detainees will be freed as part of the first phase of the Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal approved on Saturday. It said in a statement on its website that the government approves the release of 737 prisoners and detainees currently in the custody of the prison service. Israel's cabinet voted to approve the ceasefire deal early Saturday, according to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office, ending days of uncertainty about whether the truce would go into effect this weekend. Those named by the ministry included men, women and children who it said will not be released before Sunday at 4 p.m. local time. It had previously published a list of 95 Palestinian prisoners, the majority women, to be freed in exchange for Israelis' captives in Gaza. Among those on the extended list was Zakaria Zubeidi, a chief of the armed wing of Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas' Fatah Party. Zubeidi escaped from Israel's Gilboa prison with 5 other Palestinians in 2021, sparking a day-long manhunt, and is lauded by Palestinians as a hero. The Brazilian government has announced the formal admission of Nigeria as a partner country in the multinational bloc known as BRICS. This was contained in a statement by the Brazil Foreign Ministry on Friday. According to Brazil, BRICS and Nigeria share common interests, as both actively strive to enhance cooperation among Global South countries and advocate for the reform of international organizations. Brazil currently holds the BRICS presidency for 2025, having taken over from Russia on January 1st. Nigeria has joined Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, and Uzbekistan as the 9th partner countries of BRICS, a category established at the 16th BRICS Summit in Kazan in October 2024. Now sports. Atlanta, the Italian Serie A club, has honored Nigerian winger Ademola Lookman for reaching his 100th appearance with the team. Lookman joined Atlanta from German Bundesliga side RB Leipzig after a successful loan spell at English club Leicester City. Since his arrival, the Nigerian international has become a key figure at the club, playing a pivotal role in their European successes last season. The recent match against Juventus marked Lookman's milestone 100 appearance for Atlanta. The club, including its hierarchy and fans, celebrated the achievement as the game ended in a 1-1 draw. Now, before we go on a sad note, the first civilian First Lady of Delta State, Edna Ibru, and wife of former Governor Olorogun Felix Ibru, has passed away. She died on Wednesday, January 15, 2025, in a London hospital after a brief illness. Ibru, who was crowned Miss Nigeria in 1964, was also the first Nigerian and African to represent the country at the Miss Universe pageant. She was in her 80s at the time of her death. Her son disclosed that burial arrangements will be announced in due course. The news of her passing has drawn condolences from leaders and presidents across Delta State, with many describing her as a beacon of inspiration and grace. Her family, in a statement released by her son, Paul Aidido Ibru, confirmed the passing of the iconic figure, describing her as a beloved mother and pillar of strength. May her soul rest in peace. And with that, we come to the end of the news update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us on all media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel for constant live streams of programs and documentaries. My name is Hawa Gambo. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.